But launching an alcohol product on Princess Diana's birthday, it's not tone deaf, it's incredibly insensitive.
Meghan wants people to start telling the truth. The truth is, your wine sucks. All your products suck.
Is that what the next ploy is going to be? Let's launch some champagne to mark Diana's anniversary? And at this point, I would not put it past her.
Princess Diana passed away from a drunk driver.
Yeah.
I mean, does Meghan not understand? Or is she doing this on purpose?
Shows the incredible poor taste, and there is nothing this woman won't do to chase a headline. And I think it's an absolute disgrace that Harry is not standing up and saying, enough's enough, Meghan, that is just one step too far.
You know, we really didn't know what was in the bottle. And not only did we not know, there was no way to find out. You can't turn around a bottle of wine and see the list of ingredients. We were like, well, what's in it? And more so, organic vegetables and fruits, organic produce. We have clean skincare, everything sort of non-toxic and organic in our home, but we never even questioned our...
Meghan Markle's wine brand promised elegance, exclusivity, and that elusive Montecito magic. But when the cork finally popped, there were no grapes, no vineyard, no winemaker, just 3 overpriced bottles and a whole lot of branding fog. Because in Meghan's world, once we all feel financially solvent, maybe the attacks will stop. But for now, she's launching wine. Meanwhile, across Hollywood, Cameron Diaz was quietly building a wine empire. Transparent, affordable, and actually selling.
The other thing I just found so astonishing about the wine launch specifically is that she's forcing people to buy a minimum of 3 bottles.
For $90.
It's greedy. It's encouraging binge drinking.
This wasn't just a celebrity product face-off. It was a collision between illusion and integrity. And Meghan, she may have just lost the war before it even began. Let's start with the timing, because this was the first red flag. Meghan didn't just launch her rosé on a random summer day. She dropped it on Princess Diana's birthday. Coincidence? Please. Meghan's entire public persona has leaned on Diana's legacy like a crutch. So when she decided to unveil an alcohol brand on the late princess's memorial date, critics didn't hold back. It wasn't just tone deaf, it felt calculated. A marketing move wrapped in royal tribute. And when people started pointing it out, the silence from her team was louder than any denial.
July 4th weekend in America is the most dangerous time to drive. I mean, this is ridiculous. And she's launching alcohol that is 14.5% proof.
But the date wasn't the only thing raising eyebrows. Meghan's wine hit the market with a premium price tag, $90 minimum for 3 bottles, and yet no one could figure out what was actually inside them. There were no grape varietals listed, no winemaker mentioned, no vineyard disclosed, not even a hint of where the rosé came from. Just poetic nonsense about sunshine notes and warmth of the earth. It wasn't a wine label, it was a horoscope. Compare that to Cameron Diaz's Avaline. Crystal clear labels, ingredient breakdowns, even the region and certifications, for $24 a bottle.
Using Diana's birthday to promote her commercial products, because this is not the first time she's done this. She hijacks royal events and important dates constantly.
Transparency versus mystery, facts versus vibes, and the internet noticed. Fast. Here's where the comparison really starts hurting. While Meghan was outsourcing fonts and designing blush packaging, Cameron Diaz was literally in vineyards. She flew to France. She studied winemaking. She built Avaline with a woman-led team and made sure every bottle disclosed the full picture. Grapes, additives, sulfites, even whether it was vegan. That's not celebrity PR. That's sweat equity. And while Meghan was reportedly hunting for a CEO before the wine even existed, Cameron was making sure her fans actually knew what they were drinking.
I'm not surprised, because everything this couple does is tone deaf. Everything they do just reeks of hypocrisy and self-involvement, self-interest.
One brand was built from the ground up. The other slapped together with a glossy label and a dream. The real blow came when people started comparing the products side by side. Avaline, affordable, sourced, reviewed, flying off shelves. Meghan's, expensive, mysterious, and increasingly mocked.
Close to the royal household told me it's not lost on Prince William that Meghan has launched an alcohol brand on his mother's birthday, the very mum he lost in a drink driving tragedy. To launch an alcohol brand on Diana's birthday, it felt to him pointed, or at the very least, shockingly tone deaf.
For $90, you don't just get wine, you expect a story, a connection. But as ever, delivered none of that. Just artsy packaging and vague vibes about being grounded in intentional living. Cameron dropped sales stats, 213,000 cases sold in 2024 alone.
Her team actually briefed to Hello magazine that this was some type of tribute to Princess Diana. I found that sick.
Meghan dropped melon metaphors. One influencer even joked Meghan's copy read more like a horoscope than a wine label. This wasn't even a competition anymore. It was a public shaming. And here's where it starts to feel downright cynical. Before Meghan even named a grape, she was reportedly hunting for a CEO. Not a head winemaker, not a product lead, a CEO. That's not just premature, it's revealing. Most founders start with the product, the passion, the process. Then they bring in structure when scaling becomes necessary. But Meghan skipped straight to delegation. Vision outsourced, authenticity optional.
Maybe if she had said, okay, look, I didn't realize this was a coincidence and, we just had our launch already planned or we're going to push it back a day or something like that. But it's like, no, this is actually her tribute to Diana who was killed by a drunk driver. She's proud of it. That was the briefing to Hello magazine.
From the beginning, this wasn't about wine. It was about cashing in before the brand expired. Then came the insiders. Because when something smells off in the wine world, people talk. A source from a West Coast distributor came forward, claiming Meghan's rosé wasn't handcrafted or boutique. It was bulk wine, mass-produced, low-grade stock, often sold to hotels or white-labeled for budget brands. No Napa glamour, no Montecito vineyards, just spreadsheet logistics and repackaged leftovers. Suddenly, the missing vineyard name made a lot more sense.
But the thing is, this guy is cucked now because he's not making any money. Yes. And so he has to do. She's saying, look, this is Netflix, baby. You're out of it. This is our money maker. This is paying for security. This is what's going to pay the mortgage. So you got to go along with it.
Meghan wasn't protecting her secret sauce. She was hiding the lack of one. As if that wasn't bad enough, Meghan's influencer army started bailing. Quietly, but visibly. One major beauty blogger with over 3 million followers deleted her sponsored posts and unfollowed the wine account. Another luxury reviewer reposted Avaline content just days after teasing a collab with As Ever. It was a soft collapse, a silent retreat. And when fans asked direct questions on Instagram, the comments were deleted. Not addressed, just erased.
Forced customers to buy at least 3 wine, which also artificially pads out all the numbers. This venture will fail if she doesn't get her act together when it comes to stocking her product.
And when insiders reached out, one reportedly got a chilling response. We were told not to answer any questions. Not the source, not the flavor, nothing. That's not a brand launch. That's a PR lockdown. And then came the viral takedowns. TikTok wine influencers weren't just reviewing As Ever, they were roasting it. One video compared Meghan's vague language to an astrology meme. Another called it celebrity perfume energy. All scent, no story, sold for markup.
And then, Angela, also there were issues in terms of the refunds anyway, because Royal Daily Tea posted update on my As Ever refund. Apparently, Meghan Markle is only giving out partial refunds, keeping shipping charges for items you never fulfilled nor shipped to your customers. Pretty good grift game there.
Side-by-side videos comparing Avaline's label to Meghan's turned into trending sound bites. Guess which wine tells you what's in it? Became a viral game. And every clip, more damage Meghan couldn't control. By now, even industry watchdogs had taken notice. A wine trade newsletter published an anonymous tip about a celebrity brand under fire for failing to disclose even the alcohol content, something legally required in most countries. And then a former wine consultant posted a cryptic LinkedIn update. When you're asked to consult on a product with no origin, no formulation, and no authenticity, you walk. No names, but everyone knew exactly who he meant. Even Reddit threads that once passionately defended Meghan's business ventures started flipping.
How is this legal or ethical? And according to Taz had a theory on this, Angela. She said, so she's used the same scam as last time, takes too much money for products she doesn't have. So, I mean, this jam scam is just getting worse by the day.
The shift wasn't subtle. It was a mutiny. And here's the part that really stung. Meghan's brand isn't just a product line. It's a personality. She spent years building the image of transparency, authenticity, intentional living. But this wine, it was the opposite. No disclosure, no facts, no origin. She didn't just contradict her own values, she shattered them. It wasn't thoughtful, it wasn't mindful. It wasn't even finished. It was luxury cosplay. Pretty on the outside, empty on the inside. A Montecito vending machine. Then Cameron Diaz delivered the quietest clapback of all.
Making, like she has said horrible things about the Wales children. She's going to be on his Spoutable platform or whatever. So there's something going on with him again, where I think Meghan is recruiting again, or something's going on. I just get this weird feeling.
Avaline's Instagram posted a soft, elegant photo with a single line, quote, "Transparency isn't just a trend, it's a promise." No tags, no names, but the comment section exploded. Fans knew exactly what it meant. Side-by-side charts of Avaline versus As Ever flooded Twitter. Avaline, ingredients, region, winemaker. Meghan's wine? Sunshine, citrus, and a floral fantasy. The contrast was humiliating. Meghan's dream of becoming the next Goop-style tastemaker was slipping through her fingers, one empty bottle at a time. And just when the fire should have been put out, retailers started pulling away too. Reports surfaced that stores were hesitant to stock As Ever without clearer product info. Influencers had already gone cold. And fans? They weren't just skeptical, they were done. Even Meghan's most loyal followers were asking the one question no brand can afford: what are you hiding? Because in today's world, selling a $30 bottle of mystery juice doesn't just make you look greedy, it makes you look like a liar. Meghan Markle didn't just launch a wine, she launched a warning. A $90 lesson in what happens when branding replaces substance. When a duchess of authenticity sells a product with no proof of origin, no receipts, and no soul, people take notice. And in contrast, Cameron Diaz didn't need royal headlines. She built a quiet empire with real sourcing, honest labels, and actual credibility. That's the real story. Meghan's product was designed to look elegant. Cameron's was designed to be honest. And Meghan, she wanted her Goop moment, the lifestyle queen, the tastemaker, the Montecito Martha Stewart. But instead of wellness, she served smoke and mirrors. And the audience, they're not sipping, they're walking away. Because in the court of public opinion, honesty wins every time.